Hearn predicts Deontay Wilder will knock out Tyson Fury after hearing Gypsy King has had trouble at the training camp. So Eddie Hearn's predicting Deontay Wilder winning by knockout here. What has Eddie Hearn actually been saying? What has Eddie Hearn said? Eddie Hearn said on TalkSport, "I've heard a few things in the camp. It might be rubbish, but I do think Wilder will win by stoppage. I hope he doesn't, and I'd love to see Tyson Fury make the fight. Because one thing is for sure, he'll fight Anthony Joshua. He actually wants to, and I know AJ wants to fight Tyson Fury. It's a quick deal to make. Wilder said Joshua is not irrelevant. He owns 4 belts. He's the biggest star of the heavyweight division, so of course he's relevant. He wants to fight the winner because he can't call himself the best otherwise." So those are the words of Eddie Hearn. So Eddie Hearn wants Tyson Fury to win because obviously he believes that it will be easier for him to make the Fury fight. A unification between Fury. He believes a unification between Fury and Anthony Joshua will be easier to make compared to making a unification fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Obviously, yeah. So those are the words of Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn believes that Tyson Fury is going to get knocked out. Now he says he's heard some things in the camp in relation to Tyson Fury's training or whatnot. So he doesn't seem to be telling us what those things are, because he says that there's a few things he's heard from the camp. So why can't he tell us what those things are in the camp so we can make a judgment for ourselves whether that means that Tyson Fury is going to get knocked out? Because he doesn't seem to be he's not telling us that. So it's difficult to make an assessment based on something we don't know as to whether this is something that's going to play into the hands of Deontay Wilder. But what we do know as fans already is that what Tyson Fury has been saying in the airwaves into regarding his strategy and everything, I think that's a recipe to get leveled like a tower block as far as I'm concerned for Tyson Fury, because all this 270 pounds nonsense and all this sitting in the pocket nonsense, taking a war to Deontay Wilder, sitting in the pocket a split more second that you need to be in there, will get you knocked out. Ask Dominic Brazil. Loading up on punches, taking the fight to... It's a recipe for disaster. I think this is... I don't know whether to take Tyson Fury seriously of what he's saying, or whether I should be taking him seriously and he's going to do something that's going to lead to him potentially getting knocked out early. Because all this sitting in the pocket business and coming in at 270 pounds, 70 pounds, coming in at 270 pounds, bro. The guy's going to get himself stretched on the canvas, bro. Coming in at 270 pounds. Now, Tyson Fury himself was always, obviously, I've seen on the air, we're talking about coming 270 pounds. Does Tyson Fury here look like he's 270 pounds? I feel like Tyson Fury looks like his muscles, he's grown his muscles. Obviously, his muscles have grown a bit. So, we need to see what he actually weighs on the scales, because does he look, he's obviously 6'9". He's putting on some muscle, which obviously in his legs, it's obvious, and his arms. So I suspect that he probably might weigh 260 something, close to maybe 260 something. I don't know about over 270. He might weigh 260 something. But is adding extra weight going to help Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder? That is the question. Will Tyson Fury undo himself and end up getting knocked out like Eddie Hearn is saying? Because Eddie Hearn believes Deontay Wilder is going to knock out Tyson Fury. Because all it takes is sitting in that pocket too long, looking to land certain shots you can't land. Because Tyson Fury, he's not really a sharp shooter when it comes to his hooks. He's not like, he hasn't got that sharp left hook like a Povetkin or Dillian White or AJ, or sharp right hand. He hasn't got that sharp right hand like an AJ or Deontay Wilder. So for Tyson Fury to be talking about going for the knockout, he's going to end up sitting down on his punches, loading up, just like how Dominic Brazil ended up. Dominic Brazil tried to load up with a counter left hook just before, if you watch it, just before he got knocked out. That's exactly what Dominic Brazil did, and he got knocked out. I think Tyson Fury needs to stick to his guns and stick to what he knows. He needs to stick to... Because if he stayed on his feet in the first fight, he would have won on the scorecards. If he didn't get dropped in the last round, he would have won on the scorecard. So let's not just trash the whole plan and start, looking for knockouts here, because looking for knockouts is going to get this guy knocked out himself, in my opinion. And Eddie Hearn, I think Eddie Hearn probably believes exactly the same thing. Eddie Hearn predicts Deontay Wilder winning by knockout. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about Eddie Hearn saying that Tyson Fury is basically going to get leveled and end up getting knocked out by Deontay Wilder, but at the same time he hopes Tyson Fury actually wins. So Eddie Hearn's probably seen something that suggests, and as he also heard, that suggests that Tyson Fury is not going to be ready. He's probably going to get knocked out. But drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about Eddie Hearn thinking Deontay Wilder is going to knock out Tyson Fury, and that Tyson Fury would be an easier fight for Eddie Hearn to make? Because for me, Tyson Fury can beat Deontay Wilder, but he just needs to be sharper than he was in the first fight, and because he just needs to be sharper than he was in the first fight and not give Deontay Wilder unnecessary opportunities. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me hear from you guys. Cool.